earthing on. Hello. Ooh. Hi y'all, I'm back. It's been a minute, about a week? Just walked up a hill, so gotta stretch. Hi. So I wanted to come on here. My intention is that you don't see fruit or your life the same ever again. So that is what I'm seeding, the seed of possibility that I'm planting. And as I've been doing these walks, taking in the nutrients from the earth and with my fruit, I'm really realizing that nature has given us a blueprint. That fruit specifically has given us a script for life. And so I want to unpack the hidden script in fruit for you. But first, who can guess what fruit we have today? Anybody? No one? No guesses? Come on, y'all. You do better than that. Okay, you ready? I'm not going to tell you yet. I want to see some emojis. What fruit? Smells delicious. So, the fruit that I have today is the cutie. I love the cuties because they're so small. And what's great about cuties is that everybody wants the sweetness. Like, we all want the breakthrough, but cuties take their time. Like, there's a patience, there's a quiet patience to them. And what I also like about cuties is that they're underestimated. I mean, they're not as big as the other fruits, right? But there's something so undeniably sweet about them. And as I was reflecting on my fruit for today, I'm thinking about what we all are celebrating, or at least some of us, I won't say all, this sacred day and whatever that means to you. And we talk a lot about resurrection and rising, but I want to flip it a little. And I want to talk about the part of you that refuses to die. Like, full stop, we have 100% survived everything that was meant to take us out because we're here. That means that there's something greater in us than the circumstances that we may face presently or the traumas that we may have been subjected to. And so I'm really interested in that seed because much like the cutie, the small seed of a cutie that gets discarded, but is planted, and then it grows and thousands more come of it. So I like to look at what in our life looked like a failure. It looked like you were buried, but in actuality you were planted, because that's the truth. Life is a continuous upward spiral. I mean, if you look even at our DNA, that is a spiral of ever evolving, ever unfolding. And so what looked like a no or a setback or a shutdown is actually you being planted for a harvest that no one saw coming. So that's what I think about when I'm eating cuties. And the hidden script in fruit is it's planted, it's waiting, it's ripening, and then it's rising, right? And much like us and our ideas and our dreams, we plant the seed in the soil, which is our mind, and it's watered through the sunlight, the light of our consciousness, our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, and then it needs water. Oh, I'm about to choke, y'all. Hold on. That would be so bad. Who's gonna come save me? I'll start choking on this live. I lost my train of thought. So where were we? So in terms of the light of consciousness, sunlight, your awareness. And it's interesting because I was, shout out to Azim Lee at Unity today. He talked about something that I've been having conversations about. And this is about to get a little trippy for some of y'all. Some of you guys will get it. Some of y'all will be like, whoa, Caryn, where are you going with this? But we aren't our thoughts. We are the awareness behind the thought. And he gave an example, and I'm going to do it with you here, which I thought was powerful. Like, just be quiet for a minute. Even though I'm the only one talking. Just be quiet for a moment. Did you catch that? Did you witness what you were thinking? Okay, you did. So what that means is you aren't your thoughts. The real you, the power, the part of you that cannot be destroyed is the part that's aware of the thought. Because if you're aware of it, then that means that you aren't it. And that is the real locus of power in life. When you can disengage from your thoughts, those habitual thoughts, those looping thoughts, those limiting thoughts, and start to witness them, then that's when you can cultivate agency and power. And you can allow that which is greater than you, because this seed, this little cutie in the seed was all the information necessary for it to blossom into the sweet fruitiness that it is. So I'm speaking metaphorically. There's some sweet fruitiness. That's gonna sound crazy to some of y'all, but you get what I'm saying. So I just thought that was powerful, because we have a tendency to believe every thought that we think. And sometimes you need to doubt your doubt. Sometimes you need to call yourself out, because it becomes an ever increasing loop of scarcity, of limitation, of frustration, when we don't take a moment just to witness what we're witnessing. So I kind of went off on a tangent there. And I'm not going to stay long, because I got to get back and finish making dinner. I'm making some rice and peas. But yeah, so I just want you to look at what is buried in your life, and what part of you refuses to rot, refuses to die, because that's what I'm interested in. There are things and there are people who doubted you and tried to bury you. There are things that look like setback and rejection and no's, but in actuality, you were being planted for harvest that no one saw coming. So that's the major takeaway. Okay? I'm going to finish enjoying my little cuties with my cuties. And if this resonated with you, then drop in. What'd you say? Good point, Jimmy. Jimmy said, make sure your thoughts are always positive, not negative. Well, I appreciate what you're saying. I do want to bring to mind something called toxic positivity. This idea that you always have to stay positive. And I don't believe that that's authenticity and truth. Sometimes you're going to feel like shit. Sometimes things are going to be messed up. And I think that's just the ebb and flow of life in this particular dimension. So I'm wondering, Jimmy, instead of always staying positive, if we just recognize what we're confronted with, the sadness, the anger, the grief, the frustration, the confusion, but we activate that seed within us that's greater than that. Because the truth, like this cutie, is small, but it had to push through the soil. Before I could hold it in my hand, it had to push through soil and seasons and growth, and it grew underground, hidden. So for some of us, our gifts are underground, they're unseen, they're uncelebrated, they're hidden. But if we keep watering it with the light of our consciousness, with our thoughts and our actions and our beliefs, then it's going to break through. So I think the gift and the opportunity is, instead of trying to always be positive, we activate that aspect of us that can be neither created or destroyed. We activate that power with us. Like I said, we are here and you have survived 100%. If you're here listening to me, everything meant to destroy you, to take you out, to bury you, you have survived it. So if that's the case, then that means that there's a power in you greater than anything you might be facing. And what happens is we get so focused and riveted by what we're facing that we don't turn away. We don't go into the dark soil. We don't go underground and cultivate that sense of power, that sense of self-talk that says, I may not know the answer now, but I know that it's coming. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I know that it is. I can't see how this is going to change, but something in me is greater than my limited myopic mind or perspective. So that's where we have to go with it. Those are the seeds. Those are the roots that are deeply planted that allow the cutie to come forth and share its sweetness. Okay, so I think, hi, hey you, I see you. Hey guys, so, you know you get me on here talking. I haven't seen Joseph yet. Are you here? This is for you, media, my team. So anyway, y'all, resurrection. What is rising? But more importantly, what refuses to be buried? Okay? So that's what I want you to sit with. Send me a message. Let me know. If this calls to you, share it. Also, go to my bio, join. I have a lot of things. For the creative in you, there's Lights, Camera, Manifest. I have Reframe. Oh, I need to be in integrity. So, regarding Reframe, I said I was going to share some behind the scenes with you all. I have the seed initial funding for my AI Leading Lady Studio, and I promised I would show you some behind the scenes of that, and I actually have not done that, so I want to honor that. And it's not quite ready yet, so been working. I am excited. I am anticipating and have planted the seeds of additional funding coming, so I will keep you abreast to that journey. If you want to follow along, go ahead and come to Reframe. And also, if you're looking to match up your timeline with who's coming to you, all the people, all the money, and all the circumstances, then you want to join Reframe, because that's an activation. And I go in there and I share a lot of tools, a lot of sacred ancient tools that obviously I didn't create, but that I utilize and I want to share. And if that calls and resonates with you, then go ahead and hop in Reframe, okay? All right, y'all, I'm going to get back and finish making dinner. Harry, my cutie. Oh, little bug here. Bugs always come visit me. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.